In this video, I will explain the step-by-step process for finding and contributing to an open source project using the OpenMRS health tech platform as an example. Before we jump into the video, my real quick introduction. I am Pavanipriya Sajja, UX designer, speaker and mentor. Through my channel, I am sharing my design skills with future UX designers. Let's begin by understanding the structured steps before moving on to the real project platform. This is what the structured process looks like. First, identify your domain of interest. The first step is to establish your domain of interest. My chosen domain is health tech. I have already created a video explaining how to identify the right domain or a platform to work on. In that video, I cover why choosing the right domain or a platform is important and how it helps you build meaningful portfolio projects. My second step is find open source platforms. Next, look for a list of open source platforms where you can find projects to contribute to. I have created another video where I share a list of open source platforms that offer great project opportunity for building your portfolio. You can check out that video too. By now, you should have a good understanding of a domain and the platform you wanted to work on. Let's move on to finding a project and contributing your skills. Step 3. Choosing and exploring the platform. I'm interested in health tech, so I'm exploring the list of projects from this GitHub repo. You can find the GitHub repo link in the description. What you need to understand about the project is, what is the project about? For example, I am exploring the OpenMRS, that needs to learn about what is OpenMRS. What are the list of projects, which means applications, tools or the services that you need to understand. What are the resources available for the project? How to get involved. Guidelines for the onboarding to projects such as access the project space like Figma, Miro, Google Documents, mailing list, design system and research related documentations. Join the forum to communicate and engage community posts and learn about latest updates. Start a document about your project and contributions or tasks from the start. That is helpful at the end of the project while working on the portfolio. Fourth, understanding use cases and users. Reading the use cases is very important. It helps you understand which application a feature belongs to, which user the feature is designed for, and what platform the feature is solving. So this clarity helps you identify your target users and design or contribute more effectively. In addition to the listed projects, if you explore the demo applications or the documentation and if you notice that missing features, usability issues, opportunities for research or audits, you can discuss these gaps with the team. This is a great way to contribute beyond existing tasks and show initiative by identifying the real problems. OpenMRS with an example. When you start exploring the platforms and projects, it's very common to feel overwhelmed by the amount of information available all at once. But don't worry, by following a step-by-step approach, you will see how easy it becomes to understand the process. I'll explain everything using OpenMRS as an example. By now, you should have a basic understanding of structured steps for contributing to an open source project. Let's now walk through a real-world example using the OpenMRS platform. I'll begin with the OpenMRS homepage. From the homepage, what I have understood that OpenMRS is an open source health technology platform that powers a wide range of electronic medical record (EMR) applications used globally. On the website, I explored information about their products, community, and way to get involved. I also learned that OpenMRS hosts events and community calls where contributors can learn more about the products and actively participate in that projects. In the Get Involved section, OpenMRS clearly outlines onboarding steps for different roles such as developers, healthcare providers, project managers, writers, researchers, UX designers. By following the role-based onboarding steps, you can smoothly join the community and start contributing. Through the OpenMRS blog, you can learn about success stories and real-world implementations such as Uganda EMR plus O3 success story. These blog posts help you understand the OpenMRS journey, product updates, and how the platform supports healthcare systems globally. What community is actually working on? In the products section, I understood that finally the community is actively developing the OpenMRS platform core backend, the OpenMRS 3.0, which is a O3 reference application with a modern modular UI, and the OpenMRS 2.x reference application. In addition, OpenMRS supports multiple distributions and applications such as Bamini, Uganda EMR plus O3 and Kenya EMR O3, along with modular apps for registrations, appointments, clinical documentation, billing, stock management, reporting, and form building. Together, these applications help healthcare organizations deliver scalable, customizable, and user-centered digital health systems. At the end of the Get Involved page, you will find three options: forum, documentation, and code. The community forum. On the forum, you will see many active discussions threads. These includes a welcome thread where you can introduce yourself, threads for new contributors seeking beginner-friendly issues, discussions related to the file access and project support. And many more. Forum is a great place to learn about OpenMRS community, ongoing projects, and contribution opportunities. So here my pro tip is document all useful links and resources in one place. This will make it much easier to access information later whenever you need it. So documentation and design onboarding. Now let's move on to the documentation section. At first glance, the documentation may feel overwhelming. Start by reviewing the community onboarding steps. On the left side, you will see detailed navigation with information for different roles. For UX designers, OpenMRS provides a list of design-related projects, design patterns, access to Zeppelin, OpenMRS style guide, design system built on the Carbon design system. And design stack includes Figma, Zeppelin for design handoffs, and style guides. You can also find application demos, videos, past UX research documentation, Slack channels for communication and collaboration, weekly O3 design and product calls. Now, features, demos, and roadmap. From the documentation navigation, you can explore list of EMR features. On the OpenMRS website, you will find application demos. OpenMRS O3 is the next generation EMR redesigned with a faster, more intuitive user experience. OpenMRS 2x, which is O2, is a reference application that provides a complete working installation. Demo credentials are provided, allowing to log in and explore the application to understand what the team is currently building. You can also review the project roadmap here. This page lists UX design, tasks, and features currently in progress. You can participate by reviewing tasks, joining discussions, and contributing during the meetings. So here my another pro tip is, when you attend your first community meeting, it's normal to feel overwhelmed or confused. Don't leave after just one meeting. Attend a few meetings, explore the documentation, and gradually familiarize yourself with the discussions. Over the time, you will gain clarity and confidence about Where and how you can contribute your skills. Explore the GitHub repository. Next, let's explore the GitHub repository. When I mentioned GitHub, you might wonder, is it really necessary for a designer to learn GitHub? Isn't it more developer focused? As a designer, do you really need to understand GitHub? So my answer is yes. Learning the basics of GitHub is important because it helps you understand the project structure and the progress, how developers are implementing design related changes, how the product is evolving over time. GitHub also helps you identify pain points in the application by reading issues, pull requests, and discussions. You can gain complete visibility into the product and how the team collaborates. Understanding the repository. The first thing you should do when opening a GitHub repository is read the README file. For OpenMRS, you can find the list of repositories here. From this page, I selected the OpenMRS reference application repository, which took me to the OpenMRS 3.0 reference application. The README provides a full overview of the application, including its purpose, steps, and key information. Finding task through pull request. Next, click on the pull request tab at the top of the repository. Here you will see list of pull requests and related issues. You can review them one by one and look for the tasks that interested you. I found a pull request titled Improved Accessibility and Setup Documentation. When you open a pull request, check its status. Open with a green label, you can participate, comment, and contribute. Closed, which is purple labeled with a white text. This task has already been completed and there is no longer open for contribution. For example, in this pull request, if you are interested in contributing, you can leave a comment expressing your interest, explain how you can help or contribute. Click on the green comment button. Once you comment, you will automatically be subscribed to the conversations and you will receive notifications whenever the team adds updates. You will also see your profile appear in the participant section on the right side. Beginner friendly issues. Now, the another great way to get started is by looking for the issue labeled Good First Issue. A good first issue on GitHub is a beginner-friendly task labeled by project maintainers to help new contributors get started. These issues are usually small, clearly defined, and don't require deep knowledge of the code base. They are ideal for learning how a project works, understanding collaboration on GitHub, and making your first contribution with confidence. For UX designers, good first issue may include tasks such as reviewing usability problems, improving documentation clarity, suggesting small UI or accessibility improvements, updating onboarding content, or validating design consistency across screens. These tasks allow designer to contribute without deep technical knowledge while gaining real-world open source experience. This is one of the easiest way to start contributing to an open source project through GitHub even as a designer. If you would like me to create a separate video on explaining GitHub basics specifically for UX designers, leave a comment below. I will work on that and share it in future videos. Now, as a UX designer, you can also contribute by working on the documentation. This can include conducting usability studies on the documentation itself. For example, evaluating how easily new users or contributors can understand it. If you identify challenges or confusion point that new contributor commonly face, this becomes a valuable UX task. You can then propose improvements or solutions to the project maintainers or UX lead. If your ideas help solve real problems and improve the contributor experience, they can become meaningful contributions and strong portfolio projects. Another way to contribute is through content creation, such as creating YouTube videos for OpenMRS community, writing blog posts or case studies, improving the application's UI and overall UX. Once you start contributing to the project, you can also mention your contributions on LinkedIn, share your learnings and impact through posts and portfolio case studies. These activities not only help the community but also strengthen your professional visibility and portfolio. If you are finding this video helpful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. This helps more new designers discover these tips and find real world projects to work on. I hope this video has given you a valuable step-by-step guidance on how to work on open source projects. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video.